All right, we're back after a long, kind of long break,
It was what 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
something like that.
It's
We're
been a bit.
yeah, we're back with another episode of You Don't Know That podcast. I'm Nick. There's Dylan.
I'm Dillon.
That's
That's Nick.
yep. There it is.
I like that intro. I know we never sync it right, but it's a funny. I like the intro.
Okay, that's if I can remember, that's gonna be the intro going forward.
Like like a Nickelodeon game show host.
Oh God. Wait, '90s Nickelodeon game
I was
show.
gonna say like Double Dare. Like,
Okay,
Double
I can get on board with that
Oh
then.
man, now you make me want to watch some Double Dare 2000.
Ugh.
What do you mean?
Double Dare 2000.
Yeah, they had all the graphics and whatnot.
Graphics. Oh, you such a millennial. You need graphics to keep your attention.
No, I play. I was about to say I play N64K. That does really help
Wow.
my case.
No,
there.
it doesn't. You just sounded even more like a little
I probably
brat.
should have went like, you know what? No, I play Nintendo Entertainment System.
You little brat. That Nintendo Entertainment. Just say Nintendo.
I
That's how you know you wasn't there.
was there.
No, you wasn't.
I mean, I owned it. Well,
No, you
it
didn't.
It was handed.
Yeah, it was handed down. Okay, you owned it, but that was only after other people got Super
Yeah,
Nintendos.
that was after the PlayStation existed. That I had the Nintendo.
Oh yeah, you that was definitely a hand me down.
Yeah.
The
Like,
NES came out in '85.
Was it 85?
I don't remember.
No.
Something like that. And the PlayStation 1 came out in '97.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing with
That's
the
a whole
Nintendo,
generation.
the Super Nintendo I was playing with those when the PlayStation 2 was around.
Oh.
So I
PlayStation 2 that was when I had a job and I bought it with my own money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time ago, Dylan.
Well, since it's been 3-4 weeks since our last episode, a lot has happened. I don't know if you've been around in the world recently, but a war has broken out, a new one, unfortunately. And so, I would like to say personally to all Ukrainians and Russians who aren't interested in what's going on with Putin's nonsense. I'm gonna pray for y'all. Hopefully, we get to a situation where no more innocent lives are lost, because it's been over 1,000 lives.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like the tally so far has been like 1,000. Unfortunately, Ukrainians have unfortunately lost their lives in this invasion. So hopefully, I don't know.
Hopefully there's light at the other end of the tunnel.
It's looking real bad right now, and it's looking to look a lot worse. But hopefully,
We'll stay positive about the whole thing,
and we're gonna try and brighten up some moods here.
Yeah, let's. Yeah,
So I'm gonna ask you this, Nick. So what also happened during our little breaks, that we saw Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman, the newest one. The what's his name? Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I actually got his name right.
First try.
Good for me.
I'm surprised you didn't say what's his name and then snap your finger and point at me. That's usually how you do.
Turned you into Alfred. It's like, Alfred, what's his name?
Yeah.
So yeah, we saw that. I actually kind of liked it.
I liked it.
I came out, I was like, you know what? That was a solid Batman movie.
I liked it. Watch Mojo. I watched a video day before yesterday, maybe yesterday. They did they ranked the 20 best Batman movies, and they already have the Batman at 7.
Wait, there's 20 Batman movies?
Well, there's a lot of animated movies.
Animated,
yeah.
That's right. Oh, I need to see some of those.
That's a good list to pull from.
Yeah.
It's not even they didn't rank every Batman movie. They just ranked the 20 best.
Okay.
So there's still
so it's like Dark Knight number 1 or 2.
1, of course. Come on. The Dark Knight was 1, but they had the Batman already at 7.
Oh, okay.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I thought that it was a good movie. If you only like the Dark Knight type of Batman movies, you probably won't like the Batman. But the Batman is a very good movie on its own.
Right.
It's a good mystery movie, and it's like it's. I
think known that like who the villain is. Was that like
yeah?
Okay, so like Riddler as a villain, I didn't know if I knew that going into the movie, but I was like, oh, the Riddler's gonna be the villain. Oh, it's gonna be this has potential to be a good movie because Riddler is a fun villain to dance around, especially if it's Batman's first time like meeting him.
And I've always wanted there to be different villains for Batman to be the main villain in the Batman story,
Right.
because I think they do a little too much with Joker. Joker is cool, but there's so much more potential
Yeah.
with Riddler. Well, actually, I've wanted a Riddler focus movie for a long time because there's comics with Riddler as the main villain, and those are always good. And I'm just leave it at that. There was been Riddler comics that was good.
Okay.
And like, man, they should do more Riddler stuff. And the episodes of Batman the animated series that are centered around the Riddler tend to be very good.
Yeah.
Fine.
Even in the games, like the Arkham games.
Well, I was trying to avoid that.
Yeah,
I don't like
you don't like the Riddler trophies.
Nobody likes the Riddler trophies.
I don't even go after them, to be honest.
I eventually on Arkham City on the PS3, I made a point to try and get them. I watched tutorials, and I have all but maybe like a few of them.
Oh.
And I keep telling myself at some point I'm going to go and finish it, but that was already like 5-6 years ago.
You might as well just start from scratch with that remake.
Oh no, I know. I've played the Arkham City on the PS4, the remaster version, and I had no desire to try and to start over. No, I did. I just played through the game. I don't even do the Riddler. Like, the hostages are still being held hostage.
Oh yeah.
I haven't saved any hostages from the Riddler, except for that one that you have to save.
Right. I think the only Riddler thing that I went out of my way to do was in Arkham Knight with Catwoman.
Even that one.
But even that one, I do because I want the upgrade points.
Yeah.
So it's like, well.
And you can save Catwoman, and Riddler is still like.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah, and he says, well, you just got to come get me. And you have to do that to completely finish the game. But most people just don't even bother. It's like, whatever, we got Catwoman.
I ain't trying to do those Batmobile stuff, man.
That's another thing. I got to watch tutorials.
Like, this doesn't feel like it's made for this type of trick.
That's another thing. I just watched the tutorials because it's I don't feel like thinking that hard.
Riddler in the games at least, it's like, do you know anything? Do you know everything about Batman? Well, I'm about to test you. You better make sure you.
Hey, if
Batman
it was just trivia, I'm in.
If it was just trivia,
but
fine,
all
but
these
you have
other
to go
puzzles
up.
and stuff, I don't.
Like,
mazes and I don't
make sure
want
the ball rolls the right way.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
The icon and then throw your batarang backwards.
I'm not doing any of that crap. But saying all that to say, I like the movie version of the Riddler as a central villain.
Right.
There was like Penguin is in there, but it's like kind of an ancillary villain, and Catwoman's not even really a villain. She's not even Catwoman. So she kind of wasn't. So I'm with this, the focus being on the Riddler was cool.
Right.
I would like to see more villains who don't get enough shine be the main center focus of Batman stories. Like
Firefly?
No. I don't think Firefly can carry a movie.
He's gonna be like villain number 1 out of like a 3-villain movie.
He's gonna be villain number 3 in a 3-villain movie.
Like the last second edition.
Yeah, he's gonna be there, but he's not.
Oh, Clayface.
Clayface would be dope.
Yeah, Clayface.
I would love Clayface can carry a movie by himself because he can shapeshift.
Yeah.
How do you beat a guy who can?
And now you got CGI that's like revolutionary.
Yes.
Now. You can make it look real good.
Clayface will be the next person I want to see as a Batman villain. He's never been in a Batman movie.
Really?
Never.
Not even the old ones?
No. Dang. No, I think he was a creative in the animated series.
Oh, really?
And since then they've never put him into a movie. So like you said, the technology is there now.
Oh yeah.
I say do it. But what do I know? I'm just a Batman fan for the last 30 years.
You're gonna get Man-Bat.
I would take Man-Bat. I wouldn't mind a Man-Bat. Maybe not. Maybe like another one where it's like there's multiple villains.
Right.
Maybe you can't have Man-Bat and Firefly.
Okay, so you get Man-Bat you get Strange to be involved in it somehow, and then you get Ra's al Ghul in there.
No. Ra's al Ghul already was the main villain of a movie.
Really?
Batman Begins.
Oh, I should
Oh
probably
my
I should
god!
probably watch Batman Begins. I don't want to turn this into part 3 of movies I didn't watch.
You've never seen Batman Begins? Oh my god!
Is this gonna be part 3 of movies I didn't watch?
No, we're not gonna go down that route because we're gonna talk about Batman.
As a side note, since our last episode, I've been putting all the podcast episodes on YouTube on my channel, youtube.com/MLWW4. So I'm looking through all the descriptions. I was like, oh yeah, we got part 1 of movies I didn't watch, and then part 2 of movies I didn't watch in the description. I was like, we gonna get a part 3 at some point? Because there's still a few more.
There's a lot more, I'm sure, but we just haven't even had time to go down. I did go through a list of movies, but I think on one of these days I'm gonna have to like really make my own list of movies. Are you watching any of these movies?
I watched Encanto. That was the last.
That was not even one of the movies that you had to watch. That was. Oh,
that was.
You're 27. You don't even need to watch Encanto.
I mean, that was a request from the twins.
Okay, so The Godfather you still have not seen, but you watched Encanto because your sister said you needed to watch Encanto.
Hey, it was
Goodfellas, nah. Encanto, yeah, I'll watch that. Shawshank Redemption, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna watch this Disney movie that just came out. This is still new. It's not even like there's a bunch of time. Like, what? You've never seen this movie? There's a lot of people who haven't seen that movie. It just came out. All right. I'm not gonna start getting mad about this again. Ra's al Ghul is the main villain in Batman Begins, okay. And no, actually, Scarecrow kind of is. They're kind of, it's like dual villains. Oh, okay. So there's 2 villains. One is Ra's al Ghul. The other is Scarecrow.
Are they like good villains? Like, does Ra's al Ghul look good? And
just watch the movie. Watch the movie.
All right.
Is he good? Dude, does he look good?
I'm just asking.
Just watch the movie. I don't even want to talk to you right now. We have a podcast where we have to talk to each other, and I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, but I mean,
just stop it. All right.
Okay,
but okay, so, I would say I would like to see. Okay, Firefly wouldn't be bad, but he would have to be like a secondary villain. Maybe in the Clayface centric villain.
Yeah.
Maybe then you could do.
I was saying maybe you treat it like what was it? Civil War, where like Crossbones was in it for like the first 5 minutes.
Nah.
And then he's dealt with him.
Nah. I don't like that. I don't like when movies do that. If you're gonna put a villain in the movie, don't just be like, "Hey, we got him in here just so you can, just to shut you guys up." Like, actually, let him do something. Let him have like some time.
Yeah.
So I would, and the Crossbones was even more frustrating because then he blow himself up like within 10 minutes of being in the movie.
Yeah, he was.
So that was really just unnecessary. They could have cut that from the entire movie if they really wanted to. Well, I guess it was central to the story, but
I mean, you could have had.
You could have had somebody else do that.
Scarlet Witch could have blown up that building another way.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want to do that. If you're gonna, you can put Firefly in it and just have him pop up periodically throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Arkham Knight. He's a side character. He's a side mission, and you just notice him, or you just notice a building on fire, and then you go after.
And you go after. Like Bruce does his detective stuff, and it's like, oh, that must be Firefly doing stuff. I'm gonna go follow him.
Was that Firefly?
I think it was, wasn't it?
I don't know. I never finished that part.
I never finished that side.
It just seemed too. It just seemed too convenient that Firefly had 2 things going on.
He said, I mean, they were.
He says that, but yeah. I think that was a red herring.
It could have been.
I don't think that was.
I never
Firefly.
did finish that.
I should probably finish that.
Speaking of Arkham Knight and like stuff, they ever like? I know they always like try and like, they try and like, what's the word? They try and be like, hey, look, Joker killed Robin and all this other stuff, and Robin's in it, and maybe Nightwing's around. Did they ever actually like do like a full like not animated movie of Jason Todd?
Mm.
Because there's a lot of Batman
Why
and Robin
do I
movies.
feel like they did?
And they definitely did an animated Death in the Family.
Um, did they?
I think so.
Oh, they in the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Red Hood is essentially Death in the Family, and yeah, it's essentially Death in the Family because
Yeah.
you need that story to tell the other one.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. You know what? Oh, you know what? I feel like maybe in Titans they might have did something Death in the Family related, or
Okay.
under the Red Hood. I can't remember. I don't know why. I kind of somewhat picture there being that storyline, but I'm not sure.
I always forget Jason Todd's in
Uh,
that. In Titans.
well, I don't watch. I think I watched a few episodes of Titans and I never went back to it.
Hey, listen, okay, look. I stopped watching after I comedically was like, oh, Raven's gonna re-injure that guy and then heal him and then re-injure him.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, I think I'm good.
yeah. Titans is a very okay TV show.
It's so. I've never been more mixed on a live action superhero show.
Oh, you're not watching enough live action superhero shows.
That's a
Then
good point.
you should watch pretty much everything on the CW.
Yeah. So let's say
Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, all Batwoman apparently isn't. I watched the first episode of Batwoman.
Is that still going or?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess I should probably watch it. Man, maybe not. Maybe not Batwoman.
Yeah, you can skip Batwoman.
I'm gonna skip Batwoman until it becomes a thing in the movies, and it's like, well, you didn't see Batwoman. I guess you don't know about this one character who died.
They're not doing that. They didn't even do that for the Flash.
Yeah, they're like
The Flash it's been on the air for years.
And then they remade.
They hired a new Flash, and Arrow's not in any of the DCEU.
Which is so silly.
So you don't have to worry about
Isn't
that.
the Flash movie like a retcon or something that's coming up?
We'll see when it comes up. I don't know if it's a retcon or not.
They're about to do something with it because isn't it the same guy they hired for Justice League?
Yeah, it's the same Flash as the movies.
Oh,
It's the movie Flash,
Oh,
but he's gonna they're it looks like they're gonna do the Flashpoint storyline. Which is cool because I like that storyline a lot. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna do like their own timeline altering sort of thing going on. So that could be fun. I like it.
Okay.
Okay. So sticking with so what did you think of the Batman?
I thought it was fine. I liked pretty much everyone that was in it. That Gordon. I want to see more of that Gordon. Like he seemed.
I
cool.
like that Jordan. I like that. That was
that commissioner. Well,
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah.
That was a well acted Batman movie.
Yeah.
It was like everybody. I mean, Robert Pattinson was.
With a few exceptions of that one scene that we talked about on the way home.
I don't know what you're talking
where
about.
Where he ran up out the station.
Oh. That was dumb. I'm not going to chalk it up to bad act. That wasn't bad acting. The acting in this movie was very good. You had John Turturro played Falcone, and Zoe Kravitz played Catwoman. Colin Farrell, who you barely even recognize, plays Penguin. Jeffrey Wright as Alfred. Dano, I forget his first name, plays Riddler. Everybody was good. I know I'm saying all these actors' names. You have no idea who I'm talking about because you don't watch movies, apparently.
The only one I caught was Alfred. And that's because
Alfred was that's
dude from Black Panther.
Oh God, shut up. The guy from what's his name? Oh, you are watch movies, Dillon.
What do you want from me?
To be able to help me out when somebody's name slips my mind.
I can't help.
He's been in Andy Serkis, and he was in Black Panther. He was in the Planet of the Apes movies. He's been in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Okay, all right, listen. Lord of the Rings you're asking is a lot out of me out of Lord of the Rings, okay? Planet of the Apes fine. I'll take flack for that. You ain't about to catch me on the Lord of the Rings movies.
He's a famous actor, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
He has a very big library of hit movies.
Okay. I believe you.
Anyway, and then it's. I'm saying all this to say, well acted movie.
Yeah.
Paul Dano is the Riddler, the guy who plays the Riddler. There was probably some more people I'm not thinking of. There was a lot of really good actors in this movie, and there was a lot, and it. Okay, so here's why I don't think the casual, or maybe even the hardcore Batman fan who just likes the action movies
Right.
that's been made. That there's all these good actors in it, and they all got a chance to act.
Right.
So there's a lot. There's dialogue.
There's dialogue. There's a lot of emotional moments.
Yeah, yeah.
The choreography though.
Fight choreography.
Yeah, the fight choreography was
not the dance choreography. They didn't break out into.
Nah. Batman
or maybe they did. This is spoiler free.
Listen,
Maybe they were.
No one knows about the after credit scene.
Hey, listen.
You know, you gotta talk to Riddler about that one. No one figured out the test yet.
Oh, they did.
They figured out what we figured out.
I don't know what we figured out.
Movie fine.
Yeah.
Go watch it. If you I don't know if you're still feeling a little antsy about COVID. Try to
listen, go watch it.
Yeah. Go watch
Suck it up.
Go to the theater and just sit next to a stranger.
I mean, pre-order your seats. Find
somewhere
where
sit like the corner like we did.
Sit where you feel safe.
Yeah.
You feel safe next to another person. Go ahead.
Hey, listen.
But yeah, man, suck it up.
It was surprisingly packed. What was it like?
I'm not surprised it was packed. I thought there would be more people than that.
I thought because we waited a bit, didn't we?
No, we saw it 2 days after it came out.
Oh, really? I thought.
I pre-ordered the tickets a week before it came out.
Oh yeah, I thought it was already out.
No, not at all.
Shoot.
Not at all.
That explains a lot.
Okay, so sticking with the Batman tip, I mentioned Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
Watch Mojo. They've been doing a lot of Batman lists because of the Batman. So they did the top 20. They ranked the 20 best movies. The list, it is what it is. Like I said, the Batman was 7. Batman Forever was 20. Batman and Robin does not make the list, and which it shouldn't.
It should not.
No, it should not have made the list. The top 5 were number 1, of course, was The Dark Knight.
Of course.
2, I believe, was Batman. 3, I believe, was Batman Returns. 4 was Batman Begins, and 5 was Mask of the Phantasm. I would have flipped Mask of the Phantasm and Batman Begins.
Okay.
That's the only real beef I had. The top 5, though, they had the right 5 movies in the top 5. They just the order wasn't always there. Now, but they also did a top 20 villains of all time. This one I made a point to write them all down, and I'm gonna go through them with you.
Oh, with me? Oh.
Yeah.
Like we talking about like strictly Batman villains? Or?
Batman villains.
Oh shoot.
So these are the top 20 Batman villains of all time, according to Watch Mojo.
Okay.
Number 20, Doctor Strange.
Check your numbers.
Check your numbers.
Oh. Yeah, that's about right.
Number 19, Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
18, Deadshot. I thought Deadshot was kind of low.
Yeah. I mean, but he don't miss.
That's a pretty good villain if you ask me. He's only 17.
Yeah, he's gunman, but
he's only 18.
Miss, though.
Yeah, he's only 8. He's only number 18. They're according to Watch Mode, there's 17 people worse than him or better than him. I don't know.
Guess. Yeah, what we talking about? Like in terms like is number 1 the worst or the best?
No, number 1 it's the top.
Okay.
It's like however you want to describe the top for a villain. Number 17, Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Number 16, Black Mask.
Yeah. Wait, Black Mask is higher than Deadshot?
Yeah.
That dude's just got a mask on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black Mask is basically just a mob boss.
Yeah, so it's like...
Yeah, I was kind of like, Black Mask is... Like, I probably would have flipped Deadshot
sure
Black Mask.
I can make the list of Black Mask.
There you go. 15, Deathstroke.
Okay, well...
I thought Deathstroke was kind of low. I've been playing Arkham Origins again. I just finished a Deathstroke boss battle in Batman Arkham Origins.
You have to, like, beat him like different ways or something?
Nah, they give you different like quick time events to do.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty good boss
Like he
battle.
is like really like he's like Captain America, supposedly.
You gotta explain.
Like he has like the same like athleticism and like fighting.
He's got super serum.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
from what I've looked up, it's like
Okay.
he's essentially just he's like a super soldier essentially.
Oh, I left my glasses. All right.
I'm about to get you glasses for you, bro.
I need a glasses case. Actually, I have a glasses case. Okay. Number 14, Hush.
I don't know anything about Hush.
Oh, Hush is amazing. I thought Hush was too low. I love the Hush. I love the Hush story. And also one of my favorite graphic novels in Batman, Hush. Highly recommend. 13. This one hurt me. 'Cause I thought this was way too low.
Okay.
The Court of Owls and Talons. Again, this is for all the comic book people.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't. That sounds like some like League of Assassins like.
Maybe not exactly League of Assassins, but it's from the comics,
Okay.
the newer comics. But it was
okay.
like it was.
No wonder why I don't know it.
Yeah, it's but Court of Owls was such a good book, and people loved it so much. It's starting to become canon. You're starting to see it pop up. The Gotham Knights game is going to be centered around the Court of Owls. And I think there was a rumor that the Batman was going to have some references to the Court of Owls, because in the well, it was in the trailer, but it was when we saw the movie, the first greeting card that Riddler left Batman had an owl on it, and it looked very much like Talon.
Okay.
So a lot of people thought could be maybe Court of Owls. I really was hoping Court of Owls was going to be in it. That's another villains who I would like to see in the Batman universe, like pop up in the movie.
I'd be down.
But I'm gonna go ahead and accept 13 for now, just because we haven't had a whole lot. We haven't had a whole lot of Court of Owls out there.
Yeah.
I'll take it for now. I'll take it for now. But in the future, I'm gonna need that to be bumped up to like top 5.
Right.
Number 12, Clayface.
Okay. I don't know about that one.
Too high?
Yeah,
too high, too low.
Too low. I feel like he's like a top 10 at least.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
His gimmick is pretty good.
I'm not mad at that.
He never gets a chance to showcase it anything like in the mainstream.
This
media,
is true.
But
he had his biggest thing was the video game.
yeah.
He's like the final.
And then you beat him easily.
boss. Yeah, it's not hard.
So it's like
it's actually not a hard
yeah,
boss.
like he doesn't you don't get to see like his full kit.
Yeah, yeah, this is true.
I guess technically, if you watch the Batman, like the animated series, the Batman,
yeah,
he does a lot there.
Yeah.
So it's like he actually has a lot to do in
Yeah,
that
there's a little bit more depth to him in those. Number 11, Zaz.
I don't know how to feel about Zaz.
I don't like Zaz.
Zaz, he feels like he's so weak, but he's portrayed as someone who's like
he's supposed to be dangerous, but I do not care about Zaz.
I don't.
They even gave him a live action portrayal.
Really?
He was in not Suicide Squad. He was in the Harley Quinn movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did I really forget he was in that movie?
That's how much people. That's how much we don't care about Zaz.
I don't remember.
We saw that
yeah,
movie.
We saw that movie.
He was there. If you saw him again, hang on, I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna bring up a picture of him on my laptop.
Victor, the dude with scars on his face.
Uh-huh.
And I missed
Yeah.
him.
I'm gonna wait, hang on, don't look at it. Gotta keep this element surprise.
Okay.
If I show you how he looked in Birds of Prey, that was the movie.
It's Birds of Prey, not Harley Quinn.
Not Harley Quinn, even though it was the Harley Quinn movie.
It was the Harley Quinn movie, but it was called Birds of Prey. Let me see. Oh, he was the minion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was Black Mass's minion.
He was there with Canary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's right, because I'm like, he's not bald and like scars.
Yeah,
everywhere.
they just bleach blonde his hair.
Oh.
But he had scars.
He had some.
He mostly had them. He didn't have them on his face.
Right.
but he had like when he took his shirt off, he saw him.
Okay.
Okay, number 10.
Yeah, that's too high for Zaz.
I would say so.
I would put him behind Deadshot.
Yeah.
Like Zaz.
Yeah.
Every time I see Zaz, he's locked up and just.
Yeah, Zaz never prospers. He shows up once in the Arkham games. It's like the first boss, and he's easily beatable.
I mean, he's like,
I couldn't tell you any comics that he was in. I don't even remember him being in any really cartoons or with any sort of problem. He's just like a side character.
He's just a dude.
And he's
who
number
really,
11.
honestly, if you think about the gimmick, he should be dead already. If he's getting that high of a kill count, he's cutting himself. At some point,
He was not cutting himself deep, apparently.
I guess.
Deep enough to leave a scar, but that's about it.
Okay, but is his utensil that he's cutting himself clean every time?
Look, now we're getting too deep into
Yeah,
it. I don't
like,
know.
like,
I don't
okay,
know.
Listen, you know?
Okay. Number 10. If you ask me, this is controversial.
Okay.
This is so controversial, I had to leave a comment in the YouTube video. And I got a like for my comment. Number 10 is Joe Chill.
Joe Chill?
Joe Chill
Wait,
is...
the dude who shot the parents?
Yes.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
Joe Chill who killed Bruce Wayne's parents is the 10th best villain for Batman.
Okay, hold on. Can we at least... I would give Joe Chill an honorable mention because he kind of started the whole thing.
Thank you.
But I wouldn't make him number 10.
He's a significant part of the Batman story.
Sure.
He is not even... By the time Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, he has bigger problems. I think he's probably dealt with...
Instantly.
He's probably dealt with... Yeah, there's no story of Joe Chill and Batman, really.
And depending on what kind of origin story you're trying to tell, it might not even be Joe Chill.
This is true also. That's a good point. Joe Chill doesn't kill his parents in every iteration of Batman.
It might be Joker.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, that really signifies your significance when someone else can take your role.
Yeah, and
it would make more storytelling sense.
If you just absolutely have to put him on the list, he's at the back of the list.
Yeah,
He's 20.
20 yeah.
He's 20. They have him 10.
He get the participation trophy.
Yeah, he would have been at least an honorable mention if this was me. I wouldn't even had him even in honorable mentions.
Really?
No. He has nothing to do. He plays a significant part in Batman's story.
Right.
To say he's Batman's villain is a stretch.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a villain. I would just say he just was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. And to say he's number 10, to say he's higher than the Court of Owls, he's higher than Deadshot, he's higher than Deathstroke.
Why isn't it Deadshot that kills the parents? He can't miss.
Well, because the story was that they went down a crime alley and
perfect.
And he doesn't kill for he
doesn't
doesn't rob people.
Right, that's true.
He's an assassin. He's a hired gun. Joe Chill was just a thug.
He was just a dude hiding. So he was just, now I'm thinking about it, he was hiding in that alley waiting for now I'm thinking about, man, that whole thing makes no sense. Why is the parents going through an alley when they got Alfred?
It was yeah, I don't know.
And Joe Chill was just
I think they've tried to explain that where like Thomas Wayne didn't want to be afraid of, like, nah, we're good. We're
with the people.
Yeah, we're Gothamites. We don't need to duck. Like, we'll just cut through this alley, and we'll be home. It's a shortcut. We'll be home in no time.
Even thugs know not to go into a dark alley.
The alley was nicknamed Crime Alley.
Like, you don't go, even if you like the poorest person on the planet, you don't go into a dark alley where you might get jumped.
Yeah.
In Gotham of all places to go into a dark alley.
Number 10 was just,
okay.
Like I said, I had to leave a comment about, because I thought that was just horrible placement for Joe Chill.
Well, at least he's got a cool name.
That's about it.
But it's something.
All right, the rest of the top 10 not so controversial. Number 9, the Penguin. Yeah. Got nothing else to say about that. That's not bad.
He's the Penguin.
Number 8, Scarecrow. I feel like Scarecrow's getting more love over the years. When he first started in Batman animated series, nobody was really Like Penguin, he like Scarecrow was there, and I think the video games and the movies kind of help. Like, you know what? Yeah, Scarecrow's pretty. He's pretty scary.
I like the iteration of Scarecrow in Injustice 2, where he's just a dude with his bag on his head, but he sprays you with the chemical, and he looks.
Oh, okay. It took me a second to even.
He
remember.
looks like a creepy monster.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to put him into a fighting game. It's like, oh, okay. He always sprays you full of chemicals before the fight start.
So you're fighting a scientist,
right?
But you think that you're fighting like a monster, basically.
So that's why he's teleporting around. It's like, oh, okay, that's smart.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Number 7, the Riddler.
I
appreciate that. I think the Riddler might be my favorite Batman villain. He's
definitely up there for me.
He's creeping up that list for me. Number 6.
Got so many different iterations. It's kind of hard to pick.
This is true.
This
is true.
Him and Joker got like the most weird, different versions
of
themselves.
Yeah. Where'd I leave off at? Number 6 is Two-Face.
Ooh.
I would have liked for Two-Face to be number 2. Just to kind of keep it, even if he's not number 2, it just would have been. It would have been funny. It would have been clever. Just like Two-Face is number 2. Of course he is.
Yeah.
But really,
I would like him to be top 5. I got a special I got a special point in my heart for Two-Face. Okay. He got the coin.
Oh yeah, you do like the coin. Yeah. Okay, I got no beef with that.
Yeah. Okay. How you gonna have a villain that's like, hey, whether you live or die, it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, you can't argue with that.
I mean, you can.
You could.
If you're the person who's like, hey, man, I only got a 50-50 shot of winning. Come on, man. Let's talk about this.
I mean, true. But also, also that scene in Dark Knight where he flips the coin and the guy... And he kills he's like, all right, you live. And he flips it again. It's like, the driver was lucky.
He kills the driver. Oh, that driver had nothing to do with anything.
Man. That was such a funny line.
I never understood why he puts his seatbelt on. Two-Face. He puts his seatbelt on. He shoots the driver, and then the car flips. And it's like, there was no guarantee that you were going to survive that crash.
He's just full chaos. Like, at least Two-Face and other stuff is like a mob boss.
Yeah.
That was just basically Joker.
You didn't want to just, like, shoot the guy and then jump out the car. You just or
at least have the driver stop the car first. So
I would have just not even killed the driver. Like you could kill everybody in that car.
I feel like that was just like a movie scene.
That was it, very much so.
Oh man, we just need him to kill somebody.
Very much so. That's the actual truth of it.
That's funny.
Okay, top 5.
Okay.
Number 5, Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I agree with her being top 5.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy don't get enough love.
Is she in any movies?
Batman and Robin.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah. That's all she got. That's all they gave her.
I mean, do what you got.
Speaking of Batman and Robin, number 4, Mr. Freeze.
I was about to say, Mr. Freeze. What's the line? What's his line?
Oh, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. I don't care. I love that line.
Man, I feel like Batman and Robin through the years is gonna be like one of the best movies for wrong reasons.
It's getting there already. When it came out, it was just pure hatred.
Right.
But now it's like, this movie is amazing.
It's
awful, but it's amazing.
It makes you laugh.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it had to be good.
I love Mr. Freeze and Batman and Robin. I don't care who knows it.
That's gonna be some stiff competition for Mr. Freeze now.
Yeah, I don't know who plays Mr. Freeze anymore at this point. That's gonna be good. Number 3, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
I like that as a number 3.
Yeah.
I feel like most people would probably left him off the list or put him back in the list. No, he's a top 3.
Yeah.
He's a top 3.
Dude who can't die.
Come on.
Who actually can fight Batman.
Yeah.
That's kind of up there.
You can't beat that. Number 2, Bane.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, number 1 was obvious.
Of course.
Before we even get into number 1, we know who number 1 is. But I kept thinking, Bane has to be 2.
Right.
Because if he's not going to be 1,
but
he has to be 2. You got to put some respect on Bane's name. He broke Batman.
He broke his back.
He put Batman up on the shelf. He put him on the IR.
He literally was like, yo, I got this. Everybody's like, man, I broke his back. He could have killed him.
But
he was like, nah. I want a rematch. I'll break his back.
That's the coldest thing ever. It's just like, no, he's coming back.
Yeah.
And when he comes, and I'm hoping he does.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to kill him. That's too hard. No. I'm putting him in the hospital for a little bit. Do what I got to do. Yeah.
Let him think about it.
Let it marinate what just happened to him. And then when he comes back, I'll be ready for him the second time. Round 2.
Man, Bane's so cool.
Bane is dope. And Bane also.
And he's just a wrestler. That's his thing. He's just really into wrestling. That's all.
Bane, actually just thought about this. Bane was also in Batman and Robin.
Yep.
So 3 Batman and Robin villains made the top 5. That's how bad that movie was. They ruined 3 of the best villains ever. Then that movie was trash. It had a lot of issues with it. I actually liked Poison Ivy's character in that, despite how bad the movie was. And I liked Freeze. Freeze was probably one of the worst parts of that movie. But I personally liked him. I liked him the same way I liked Tobey Maguire playing Venom coming out walking down the street with the finger guns and doing the dance. I know people hated it, but I loved that.
I love that part because first of all, it was a what's it called song? What's his name?
I don't know.
Who does
See, this is here now. We're back to normal. Oh, James Brown.
James Brown, yeah, it's a James Brown song.
Now we're back to normal. Now we're at the point where you what's his name?
Yeah. So yeah, it was a James Brown song which I liked, and he had he was doing his dance moves.
Yeah.
He outed Topher Grace.
Oh man, he outed him.
Yeah.
What you mean he outed him?
When he found out that he was faking his pictures.
Okay, usually when people say you outed somebody, you just you told everybody he was gay.
Oh. No.
Oh man, you gotta clarify.
He made everyone
You
know what I mean? Yeah.
Clarify.
My bad.
Okay, and number one is the Joker.
I mean, who's it gonna be?
Yeah, who
Alfred?
else? Yeah.
Harley. I'm surprised Harley's not on there at all.
I'm surprised Harley didn't make the list. I'm glad Harley didn't make the list because she is not a top 20
She's not
villain.
a Batman villain. That's for sure.
Even if she's a sidekick. She's now getting out of that sidekick status, but
she got her own show.
Not to the point where she's not a top 20. I would put Joe Chill ahead of Harley Quinn, and I wouldn't.
Okay, I don't know if I do.
I would because Joe Chill at least did something. Harley Quinn ain't did anything. Not on her own.
She made that choice of outfit.
So Joe Chill killing people does not rank higher than her going to the closet and finding some clothes to wear.
Let's just put them in the same category of
I would put them in the same category as not making the list.
Okay.
I thought maybe Firefly could have got in here.
Yeah.
Because if I had to do this, I'm definitely taking out Joe Chill, and I gotta find somebody to add.
Yeah.
So
Firefly,
maybe.
Maybe Man-Bat.
I'm not gonna put in Man-Bat because he was never really a villain.
Oh.
He just had a very bad experience to one of his experiments.
Okay.
One of his experiments backfired. Maybe Professor Pig.
We're missing the most vital villain of all time.
Who?
Calendar Man.
All right.
What you mean? All right.
Well, thank you for listening to another episode of.
What you mean? What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
Why you hating on Calendar Man?
Calendar Man is trash.
How dare you?
That man worked once a month.
Okay, that's not entirely true.
That's very true. He had 1 month he had 1 day for every month where he.
Is there really only one holiday?
Yeah. No, he only picked one holiday for each month.
I thought it was one holiday. Oh no, I thought it was any holiday in that month.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Maybe he did just only work on the holidays. Maybe he did pick several holidays. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know for sure because I wasn't reading Calendar Man comics. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, he's like the Wet Bandits in Home Alone. It's like, hey, listen, it's Valentine's Day. You know about the strike. What you gonna do about it?
The fact that you just compare Calendar Man to the Wet Bandits from Home Alone is further proof that Calendar Man is trash.
Okay, so you're saying Calendar Man is worse than Joe Chill?
Oh, now that's a good question. That's a good question because I do not respect Calendar Man. Ah, I think I'd rather have Joe Chill than Calendar Man.
Oh man. Okay, but what if? What if Calendar Man was the one that killed Bruce's parents on Valentine's Day?
Oh, I was gonna say it was Arbor Day or Groundhog Day. Like, what's the connection? Hey, it was a holiday.
It's a holiday, man. What you talking? It's Canadian Independence Day.
It's not even a federal holiday. Why? People still had to go to work. Why are you taking so much pride in this?
I will say though, in conclusion to all this top 20 Batman stuff, the most interesting Batman story I think that was devised out like the past few years was what the Telltale series did with Lady Arkham being Vicky Vale.
Oh.
Like, man. And then in part 2, they made Harley the main villain and Joker was the sidekick.
They took some... Okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to ever fault somebody for changing up an origin story because you can change some stuff. It's okay.
Get wild.
You know, it's just as long as it makes sense and it's, you know, it's going to be a little jarring because it's not the source material.
Right.
But, okay, you change some stuff. As long as it's good, I'm good. Vicky Vale as Lady Arkham was not good. I'm sorry. That made no sense. The story it didn't make sense. This idea, like, why Vicky Vale? Why you could have picked an unknown character and had that be Lady Arkham. It did not have to be Vicky Vale.
Especially since she was just hanging out in most of that. And then it's like at the end it's like
she's in it. She's in the game throughout.
Yeah.
And then they just tell you that, oh yeah, that's she's the villain. Yeah.
And then she dies.
Whoa, spoilers.
That game's been 10 years old now?
Yeah, it's not that old.
You sure?
It's like 5 years old.
You think so?
Hang on, let me Google.
Maybe I'm old, man. Am I getting older than I think I am?
I know you.
I thought that game was like super like.
That game came out in 2016. It's 6 years old.
Oh, well.
5.5 years old. Dillon just giving away. We didn't spoil the Batman movie, but Dillon spoiled the Telltale game. Actually, we did. We both did. So yeah, Vicky Vale's gonna be Lady Arkham, y'all.
Can you even still get that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just buy it.
I know Telltale, went under.
No, you can still buy it.
It didn't go under. Yeah, I think. Yeah, actually, now you're right because I remember that being on sale.
Yeah.
I remember it being free.
Anyway, it was free. I believe it's on PlayStation now. I don't know. That's all I had for today. All the Batman stuff.
Well, I don't know if you've been following up, but back into the football NFL world.
If it's football related, I've been following up.
Also, you know about good old Antonio Brown?
No, wait. What's going on with Antonio Brown?
He's trying to join the Cowboys.
Oh, I know he said he wants to join the Cowboys. That's cool. You can want to join the Cowboys all you want.
Sure.
They might sign him.
They might. And we're going to be in part, 6? Antonio Brown does something that gets upset.
At this point, I couldn't care less about anything Antonio Brown does. Now, I am a bitter Raiders fan who...
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that has something to do with it, but also he just gets on my nerves. I just don't care about Antonio Brown.
That's a shame.
The Cowboys just traded Amari Cooper to the Browns.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So there's a spot open. But actually, no, there's not because CeeDee Lamb is there and Michael Gallup. If they're trading Amari Cooper, that means they're going to keep Michael Gallup. So Antonio Brown actually can't go to the Cowboys. He's going to take a massive pay cut and reduce and roll, which I don't think he's going to do either of those.
If he's going to be number 100%.
He's going to probably end up with some team that doesn't
need him.
No, he's going to end up with a team.
Need him, but
he's going to end up with a team that needs a receiver and who's willing to look past all of his shenanigans. So he's going to end up on a bad team. So he's going to probably he'd be a fool to sign with the Houston Texans. But no, Bengals just went to the Super Bowl.
That's right. Well, who am I thinking of?
I
Like
don't
the Titans
know.
or something? Like something.
No, the Titans are no. He's not going to be a Titan.
What's a bad team now?
He could go to the Jaguars. He can go to the Lions. He could go to the Texans, the Jets, maybe the Giants. I don't even know if the Giants really want to go that route. That's off the top of my head. That's the only teams I could see him with. Anybody else would be taking a huge risk, or he's already burned a bridge with that team.
He definitely. I mean, he ain't going to Tom Brady.
He's not. Well, Tom Brady's not even going to the Buccaneers. I don't think any relationship with the Buccaneers is gone. That's true also for the Steelers and the Raiders. I don't think he can go back to the Patriots.
No.
So I don't see him going to a contender because most contenders are good at receiver.
Yeah.
He would have to play for a team that desperately needs a receiver, so much so that they're willing to look past a lot of his nonsense. And it's going to be the teams, like I said, he could go to the Jaguars, the Lions, the Jets, maybe the Giants. I don't even see him going to the Giants because they don't really seem, it don't seem like that he would fit their culture. So I'm going to just take the Giants out. He could go to the Lions, the Jaguars, and the Jets. And even then, it's going to depend on whether or not they're willing to look past all the craziness, which they may not want to do. He may. I've said in the past, I don't think he plays in the NFL anymore.
Yeah.
As good as he is, as much talent as he has, the risk outweighs the reward.
Fast forward 2 weeks ahead, and all of a sudden, LA Rams picks up Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
It's like,
everything I just said is null and void.
Well, I guess we're just gonna take that to the face, huh?
Yeah, I would actually say he could be a Raider, but he already played for the Raiders, and that went terrible.
Yep.
The Raiders actually could use him, but he already burnt that bridge.
If only he didn't do what was that Facebook
I
thing?
don't know what he did.
Yeah, a whole bunch of nonsense.
Could he play for the Bears? He could probably play for the Bears. If they lose Allen Robinson, which they most likely will, he could play for the Bears. I don't think they have any cap space. He could actually go to the Seahawks. Nah. Yeah, he could go to the Seahawks.
Yeah,
I don't think that'd be a good fit, but he could in theory go to the Seahawks. He could go to the 49ers.
Oh, no, don't do that to the 49ers. Come on.
That would also be a bad fit, but they could use him. No, don't go to the count. They got Deebo Samuel. They still have Brandon Ayuk. See, now you got me talking football. You got me thinking about.
There is one more thing I actually did want to talk about. It was actually about rap music.
Oh.
And I was curious to ask you, Nick, because I'm not sure how I feel. It's like, do you think rap music was better back then than it is now?
Obviously, I'm going to say yes. But that's only because everybody feels that way about their generation.
Yeah.
Everybody's protective of their generation.
Right. That's why I was curious.
Music, whatever music genre, whatever movies or TV, it was always better when you were paying attention to that and when you were really into that era, which is usually probably about your late teens to early 20s.
Right.
Maybe mid-teens to early 20s. Mid-20s. Like there's a 10-year gap where you hold on to that piece of social media or not pop culture, sorry, and it's never gonna be better than that.
Right.
The music was, if you ask people who was around for Motown, music never was better than that.
Yeah.
If you ask people
disco.
That
people don't defend disco.
I don't think people really defend disco like that. But I mean, but people who got into music in the 80s, they're gonna say music never got any better. People who like music in the 90s, music never got any better, and it just keeps going. The generation now is gonna say the same thing in about 20 years.
Yeah.
So do I think music is better from my era compared to now? Yes. Am I right? Probably not. But if you ask me, yeah.
Well, I ask you because you listen to more current rap music than I do.
That's not saying a whole lot.
I know, but
I listen to what's on the radio and what my nieces are into. But I don't. Yeah, there might be a song here and there that I might like, but a lot of these artists kind of go over my like. I don't know them. I'm getting better because I'm trying to get back into it because I do feel like I've missed out. There was a stretch where I think I missed out on some pretty decent music. I had to come around on Drake. Drake,
Oh, really?
I didn't like Drake from the beginning, and then I kept hearing more songs by him, so I've come to the conclusion I like Drake when he raps.
Oh, not when he sings.
I don't like his singy song, Kiki, Do You Love Me songs. Those songs I don't like. I do not like Kiki. I don't like Hotline Bling. I don't like none of them.
I don't like Hotline Bling.
I hate Hotline Bling. I need rapping Drake.
You need YOLO Drake?
Is it?
I was about to say.
Okay, yeah.
That's a YOLO. That's
to
a song.
to defend, I guess to defend my point, I'm gonna say yeah, but I don't really like that song either. But yeah, I like stuff like that. He has a really good flow. He has like some really hard lyrics that maybe he doesn't write, but that's okay.
Who was that when we was in the car one time and before we got out, you say just listen to this Donda. Who's Donda?
Kanye.
Ah, that's
Kanye, yeah.
I was like, what am I listening to?
That was a weird album. Yeah. And then Drake came out with an album like right after that, and I like Drake's album more than Kanye's album, which isn't saying a lot because I didn't really like Drake's album a whole lot because that became the thing. Whose album was better, Drake or Kanye's? Between the two, I like Drake's more. As a matter of fact, there's a YOLO too.
Really?
On Drake's newest album.
He made a sequel to
He made a sequel and with Lil Wayne. I think Rick Ross is in it. That song, man. Oh man.
See now I'm interested.
You got that. That
was like the first Drake song I heard.
That's a dope song. I gotta give it up for. I can't hate on Drake, even though the majority of them songs on that album are the songs I don't like. Them sing-songy, singing songs that he does for some reason. Well, people like it, I guess.
You like God's Plan?
No.
Oh man.
I'm trying to. I had to think about how that went. No. It's okay. It's okay.
I think that might be my favorite Drake song.
It's okay. It's okay.
I can't think of. To be honest, I can't think of a lot of other Drake songs like that he does.
I have like a playlist. I have on my phone. It has a few of his songs, and I'm probably gonna add more whenever I listen to more Drake. But as of right now, I'm still in the beginning stages of liking Drake.
Oh, okay.
He's been around for a while. I'm just now finding out about Drake. I just know I don't like him singing.
I think he's alright.
He's alright. He's above average.
Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got too. So we'll wrap it up here.
That was only an hour.
Coming up on an hour.
We spent like 30 minutes of it talking about Batman.
I'm always fine with that.
What's that, Batman Part 3?
I'm always fine with Batman talk
and
NFL talk. I easily could have went 20 minutes just talking about.
Hey, listen, this is your podcast technically.
This is not my podcast. This is our podcast. It's
ours, but you uploaded.
That doesn't make it mine. This is just as much yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that this is my podcast.
Oh, you know what we gotta do on one of these podcasts? We gotta do like President for a Day.
Oh,
we was talking in the car on the way over here about taxes.
Oh, I'm down with that. Because I actually do have some things I want to do. None of it is serious. None of it is
but
like.
The taxes thing was pretty funny.
Yo, next week episode. Yeah. Next episode. Next episode, me and Dillon will become presidents for a day.
Ooh. Can we like just do like a
No.
Okay. We gotta
we'll save it. All right, we're signing out.
All right, see ya.
That's Dillon.
That's Nick.
All right.
I almost said I'm Nick.
No.
But you're Nick.
Identity theft.
Oh, he found me out.
Peace out, y'all.
FBI, open up.